Hello and welcome to Killing Floor 2, and today I will be running a support on a medium-length survival in hostile grounds. This is honestly my favorite map to run. It's tied with Nuked, but I always like running this one for leveling up pretty much any perk, this or Nuked really, just because I get the nice open spaces for running like a sharpshooter, even though you don't need to aim with a sharpshooter. Kind of regret taking the expanded mag, but it only sucks for this shotgun and another one. Once I get the AA-12 I'll be good though. Now, last time I played this on my channel was the day this game dropped, as a very impromptu and poorly done live stream. But I thought, you know, I should bring this back. It's fun. A nice simple game, really. Run, gun, have some fun. Nothing too intense or thought-provoking. I always forget which button is the flashlight and which button is the communication and emote and all that. Now, for the first, actually probably this episode, I'm gonna do this just offline and then I'll probably do online ones later. Yeah, we'll deal with the shotgun, it's fine. I don't need to upgrade just yet, it's wave 1. We'll do a quick run through. Actually no, I'll end up going to the underground anyways, so we'll just hang out up top. But yeah, since I'm waiting for the next wave to come, just figured I'd say, if you know you like this game and want to see me play more of it, or if you just like what I'm doing, you know, hit the like button. If you're new, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And that's pretty much it. I mean,
hurry up. Zeds are getting closer. All Zeds on the scope. Back to it, mes amis.
you know, since there's probably a fair number of people who pick this up, since for June it's the free game, or one of the free games for PlayStation Plus, I'll actually do a quick run over for all the perks. Berserker, melee guy, commando, assault rifle guy, sport shotgun guy, medic, demo, explosive guy, firebug pyro guy, gunslinger, dual pistol guy, sharpshooter, survivalist, just do whatever, and SWAT SMGs. Just as like a rough thing, I would say for anybody getting into this game, use the weapons your perk is built around, and you always have an idea of what you should be using, considering you always start with a weapon from your skill tree. It's a lot better than the old days in Killing Floor 1 where you had to reach perk rank 6, which was the max. Or no, it was 5 got you, I believe, a gun for your perk. 6 was just fancy. But I remember back in those days, you know, you started with just a pistol, wave 1. Which granted was never overly difficult, but it was something, if you didn't know what was up, or if you were in a difficulty you weren't prepared for, it got ugly. And back then you didn't have all the perks or talents, or I think it's talents, for each perk, and back in those days it was difficult. Now you can trick your character out a bunch, and my build right now, high capacity magazines, damage increase, and spread decrease. which honestly I don't think I'd really change. The extra health has its use, but it just doesn't feel all too necessary for me. Granted,
Glad you made it back.
even though I am level 16 with this class, I don't play it a ton, just because I end up getting stuck as medic 9 times out of 10. It's the old curse of no one else will do it, and you need it.
More Zeds on the way.
Though soloing as a medic is a complete waste, since even with all your abilities, if you hit 25, you have some useful utility, but it's not worth soloing.
Last chance.
Yeah, we'll run around down here, why not? Honestly, the rotation for weapon shop should come down here next.
Pod's closed. Go
Yep,
make a
called it.
difference.
And it's in the lower part. Not gonna lie, I find it weird how it's one of the Zeds just pinned up to the wall. And you can tell it's a Zed because they have no gonads.
Reloading.
I get why they probably went with no reproductive organs, because it'd be kind of weird fighting a bunch of naked enemies.
Many Zeds remain.
That's better.
Hilarious, but pretty awkward. Like seeing these guys just shambling towards you, dong hanging out, like, I'd feel pretty awkward.
Action power.
Though they do have very discernible butt cheeks. Nope. Bad crawlers.
Oh, good stuff, that.
Free gun. So that's a free $100.
Finish the last ones off, so I can open the trade.
Fine, we'll just melee guys.
Stay down, you bastard.
I hate when you shoot and it just hits gore chunk.
I need ammo.
You end up just wasting ammo. Really?
Come see me. The pod's safely open. Nicely done. You're a real survivor. Good for you.
I gotta save up for the AA-12 next. Yeah, we'll fill the M4 since I'm not getting rid of it. What's cool is the double barrel, I believe, gets a damage modifier against Skrakes? It's one of the enemies, I definitely think it's a Skrake, that you get a damage modifier for headshots. I know it works with non-detonated
Final
RPG
choices,
rounds.
people. Enemies
It's
on the scope.
It's like a quad damage boost, and it's only for them. There's a lot of weird damage modifiers. Like if you check the wiki, every enemy has different resistances. Like some are more resistant to microwave damage or
Feet.
fire. It's an interesting design choice instead of just being like, well, this deals damage, and they just get a
All Zeds on the
flat,
scope.
chunk of damage reduction regardless of what you hit them with. Tripwire honestly did a pretty good job with this. In the sense of like making the atmosphere really good, it's phenomenal. But of course, you'd expect that considering Killing Floor 1 dropped, God, 2009, I think? It started out, I think, as a Counter-Strike mod? Yeah, I think it started out as a Counter-Strike mod, like Counter-Strike Source.
Dented down
It was
numbers,
old.
but there are plenty left.
Because some of the maps, I think, Office for Killing Floor 1 was an original mod map. But don't quote me on that. I might have screwed up the name of the map. There were so many. I want to say there was around 20?
Come on, come on!
I haven't played in a couple of years.
I ain't done.
Though I do hope they bring some of the old weapons back. And the old maps. Like Wire. Wire was so fun. Even though it was just a forest with a military bunker, it had such good atmosphere. Or some of the hillbilly maps. Those were interesting. I mean, they brought back the flare revolvers, which were an original gun, and a lot of the guns available currently are originals. I just wasn't expecting the flare revolvers of all weapons.
Watch it! Scratch!
Last one. Get to the indicated pod for resupply.
Yeah, and for people who don't know, Skrakes are resistant to explosions, so while a demo is great against flesh pounds, they fall off pretty hard against Skrakes, so you just light them up with everything else. Except flamethrowers. Never hit them with a flamethrower.
Bring up the
Not because, you know,
and upgrade your gear.
they're bad, but because your damage is so piddly with a flamethrower, you're just a mob clearer.
I feel like the bloody tunnel.
You gotta leave heavy stuff to the others. Yay, random gore pile. Also, where did
We're
this
almost
garbage
out of
and...
time. Make your choices.
No, it's just garbage. And some wreckage, because it looks like these are chunks of rebar. Where'd that come from, considering the ceiling is all intact? Did someone carry garbage in just to drop here?
I'm about to shut
It's
the
about
pod.
as strange as the red exploding barrels you see in every game. Why are they red? Why are they everywhere? Why do enemies
Pod
conveniently
closed.
stand by them?
Go make a difference.
This and more at 11. Yay, free shovel. I would use the shovel, but that just gives me Berserker XP.
Over here.
And while I do level my Zerker, I don't really care enough to play them. Like, they're fun, especially if you go Sledgehammer. I can't remember if you can carry the Buzzsaw bow at the same time. I don't think you can. I think it's Sledgehammer Bone Crusher combo.
Reloading.
Because then you can just run around, wail on dudes with a mace, and then when a big dude comes up, you smack him in the head, have the Sledgehammer fire the shotgun round in it, and usually you can wipe them pretty fast, like 1 to 2 headshots.
Wanna be sure.
And of course, having bonuses like as long as you're carrying a melee weapon in your hands, you heal, makes Berserkers so incredibly reliable. I mean, they were pretty reliable in the original, but just all the healing abilities they get now makes them honestly kind of gross. And people, if you check the forums in any community, they'll always say, yeah, the Berserker is OP. No getting around it. Commando sucks, which I don't think that deviated from Killing Floor 1. Firebug got nerfed hard, which honestly, there's no reason to nerf the Firebug. They're such a niche perk that it's not even funny. I mean, SWAT is pretty gnarly once you get it leveled up.
So I can open
Because then you can get some disabling combos going. Because you build up the effectiveness of, like, leg shots, I think, have a chance to cripple or knock down a target. So you can just incapacitate just anybody. The Scrake, pop a couple shots into his legs, he flops. Granted, you could just do that and shotgun him in the head, but
You're staying in
If you
one
don't have a
place.
shotgun,
That's great.
it's a pretty good option.
Up.
And yes, I can afford my AA-12. Honestly, I should, considering I'm already on
Great
wave
escape
5.
here.
God, I just love this map. It reminds me of, I think the old map was Waterworks? It was one that was kind of eh, but it looked pretty cool. I got lost every time I played it,
Final
consistently.
choices, people.
But that's
Enemies on
because
the scope.
every room looked the same. It's almost like the, kind of like the Portal map they did. That Portal
Bonjour.
map was kind of
Come and
wonky.
get your tools of trade.
Italian mayhem.
Last chance. I have to power down the pod.
And I don't have any fancy skins. I've been playing this game off and on for
All Zeds on the scope.
7-8 months
Back
now.
to it, mes amis.
And yeah, I don't have a single like fancy skin, but that's mostly because the key crate system is so janky. $2.50 for a key, 1 crate a day. I get the whole wanting to create artificial scarcity to add value to the drops, but
Bugger down.
it honestly, it gives players, because while it offers nothing of like a gameplay benefit, it's that reward system that people need. Incentivizing players is always a very crucial part of games. I mean, what game doesn't reward people? Call of Duty does it with frequent level ups, prestiging, all that. This game actually lagged behind pretty hard in that aspect, and it even did in a way in Killing Floor 1. There was no rewards, nothing. You just played because you wanted to. Which made sense back in the day, considering, you know, Horde survival games weren't common. Now, honestly, Horde survival games are kind of a dime a dozen. Especially zombie survival. I could take my controller by the cable, swing it around my head, and probably hit a handful of games that are zombie survival. Because it's such a generic and frequent archetype in games these days.
That's better.
I should probably use the AA-12. Sitting here with it in my inventory.
Casino. That's nearly all of them.
Smack the bugger.
The last one. Get to the indicated pod for resupply. You took some hits there. Patch yourself up.
Alright, so I only got 2 waves
Glad you
left.
made it back.
It's not
Don't
bad.
bleed on anything.
If only the Vlad 1000 was actually good. Like, it's cool that they added other guns to be off-perk weapons, but they're just... they're not as useful, I guess, would be the proper way to go about it. Because you have this tiered system for guns, and while they do fall into that category, or they fall into the tiers, they don't fall in as well as your normal perk weapons. Like, their cost, comparatively,
Time's almost up. Vite.
to like 1,500 for... let's check
Pick
quick.
up the trading controls and upgrade your
Okay,
gear.
1,100 for the HM301
Go make a difference.
medic shotgun, or roughly the same, I believe, for this. I'm getting, I think, a little more ammo per magazine. Yeah, my reload is kind of meh, but I've got better penetration, and I don't have the healing dart, but as a support, unless absolutely necessary, I shouldn't be running a medic shotgun or a medic gun in the first place. Unless, of course, nobody's playing medic, or you're playing high difficulty, then yeah, probably wouldn't hurt, considering I have 18 carry slots, and I can go up to 20, I want to say? Yeah, like 2 extra slots, I can't do crap with that. But a medic pistol is only, you know, 1 slot. So that's easily grab something, shove it in there, and I'm good. I have that extra spot open, but not like I can do much about that. Otherwise, my other option is, what? Dual pistols? Or dual 9mm? They're good, but at no point should I be forced all the way to having to use 9mm. Unless I'm trying to conserve ammo, like here. Even though this is just fun, this isn't even out of some necessity. Oh great, 2 flesh pounds. 1 flesh pound.
Finish the last one
No
off,
flesh pound.
so I can open the trader pod for you.
That was easy. And that's why I take the extended magazine. It sucks for single load shotguns, but for the AA-12 it just works miracles. Oh, I was hoping to get at least 2 heads off. Boop. Boop.
Step wisely. You've got a real fight ahead. I'm impressed by your survival
boss wave, I
instinct out
believe.
there.
Yeah, boss wave. Get the ever so slight sprint speed bonus. God.
That is
Ever so
bloody
slight sprint speed bonus. Almost a full sentence of alliteration. I think. I don't know, I haven't had an
Glad you
English
made it
class in
back.
years.
Don't bleed on anything. More Zeds on the way. Start to wrap things up, as they say.
I should probably actually get out of here. Because regardless of the boss, fighting down here sucks. If it's Volter, then I get chased down by him and
Hurry up.
get the
Zeds are
suck.
getting closer.
Or with Patriarch, then I just get charged down and kicked repeatedly. Or a point blank rocket.
Time's over.
Please
Get back
be
to
someone who
work.
doesn't suck.
More Zeds inbound.
And
Many
Volter.
have tried to interfere with my work. You think you are somehow better?
still waiting for them to release the Matriarch. I'm never against having more
There's ammo
bosses.
over here.
Fine.
Which way are you coming from?
Scared of an old man?
There. You suck. Okay, just quick reload.
Watch it, big boss. Getting shot up here.
Enough of these little attacks.
Did I really not reload my other shotgun? I'm dumb as hell.
Enough! I shall just shoot you. I can't kill what I can't see. Perhaps some grenades will finish you. You should come out.
And I remember the old days when everybody just bought C4, set it at one door, and would just bait the Patriarch over it.
Embrace your death.
Man, those days were cheap as hell.
Another, and yet there are more
That's probably the
humans here.
sleaziest tactic you could come up with. Or you'd always get the one guy who would stack a bunch of C4 at a doorway, and then stand at the doorway so when the Patriarch shot the rocket, it killed him. That wasn't too bad for solo run.
Oh, good stuff, that.
Well, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.